Hey everybody, guess what? We're live. I'm so excited. I have Gigi Butler here with
Hi.
me. How's it going? How are
Good.
things in quarantine? You just told me you're not quarantining though.
Well, I have been quarantined and been very safe and, of course, sterilizing everything. But I've been in the store so much shopping at Walmart and Sam's and Kroger so I could make my dishes. And then I've been out delivering. So I haven't touched anyone. And we've all worn gloves, but
You
we
stayed
have been very
6 feet
busy.
apart. However,
Right.
you have been very busy.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people I've talked to lately have been very busy. I don't know who these people are who are doing nothing and watching 12 hours of Netflix. I'd
I
like to meet them.
can't. I couldn't do it. I'd go stir crazy. I think this time of COVID has been a good time for creativity and to pivot. So
Yeah.
that's what I've done. I couldn't just sit and be stale. I'm like, I've got to pivot. I have to pivot. I have to create. So we've created.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. You've pivoted from a lot of people know you from Cupcakes. You had
Right.
the cupcake business
Right.
for a very long time
Very
and
long time.
started it here in Nashville.
Right. In
Uh,
2008.
yeah, wow, that long ago?
Yeah.
And
12
now
years.
you announce pies. So tell us about the
Right.
transition here.
Well, I closed my last store, the original store down in Broadway, downtown Nashville, and right on February 29th. And then this COVID thing hit. I
Wow.
mean, it just has been crazy. And so while I've been transitioning from Gigi's Cupcakes, I thought, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? And I love pies. I love to bake and entertain. And I knew I would always be in that realm. I just didn't know what it was going to look like. But the COVID has really given me opportunities. I was listening to either Como or the president or someone, and they said, if you're a designer, stop designing and make masks. We will do anything that we can to support you because we need masks. And I thought, well, I can't sew, but I can cook.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, we're going to go have a commercial kitchen already. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to create meals by Gigi and pies by Gigi and just bring it out to the world and start it in my commercial kitchen without the storefront.
I love that. So yes, you started doing meals, which goodness gracious, I tell you what, cooking 7 days a week, 3 meals a day because
Whew.
everybody's home. That's a
Right.
whole lot of
It's a lot.
cooking.
It's been a lot. But I love to do it. And when there's piles of dishes every day, and I think, oh, I have to do the dishes. But you know what I say? I'm blessed that I was able to do the dishes because God gave me today to work and to provide for my daughter. So I look at it as a blessing. Every dish I do and every gloves and where I'm going to deliver, I think, what a blessing that I could do this to spread love, even in these really uncertain and scary times.
Yes, and right now, I think everyone's love language is a couple of things: toilet paper and food.
Toilet paper and food, comfort food. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
So
right.
tell
And
me about the meals that you're offering because I was checking out the menu. They look amazing.
thank you. Most people think of comfort food, they think fattening. And you can have something that tastes good that isn't fattening. There are some things on my menu that are fattening, but I've got a lot of gluten-free options. My shepherd's pie is made with very, very lean meat and it's gluten-free. My tater tot casserole could be vegetarian. So I have a lot of gluten-free and low-fat options. My quiche is pretty delish, I have to say. And so I'm excited. Scones and biscuits and muffins and pies, of course, and bars. I'm really going to specialize in my pie shop with bars, lemon bars, cheesecake bars, raspberry bars, pecan bars. So that's really what I really do best is bars and pies.
I love that. I can't wait to try some of those out. So you keep mentioning the pie shop. That's planning on opening. You said
Yes.
later in a few months. Can
Well,
you give us the details?
hopefully I'll open it between July and August. It's slowed down a little bit because of what's happened, and the funding has been a little interesting. So, you just have to figure it out. It's everyone's had hard knocks in this time. And I think what's been the most comforting thing, knowing that the whole world has felt this, not just me or not just you, or so it's been a pain and scary for everybody. So that does give us comfort that it's not just us that's feeling where am I going to make my next dollar? How am I going to survive? How am I going to pay my mortgage? So it's all of us.
Right. So you're gonna open this new shop in Franklin, right?
In Brentwood.
In
Yes,
Brentwood.
in Brentwood.
Okay.
Yes, yes, in
So do
Brentwood.
we have a location yet?
Well,
Can
we
share?
I
I
can
mean,
share it in probably a couple weeks.
okay.
So, yes, I can, but it's in Brentwood, and I'm very excited about it.
Okay. I was trying to get to find out where it is.
You know what?
Close enough.
I've signed the lease. I'm just going to tell you. This is the
Oh,
first time I've actually said it. It is going to be off of Franklin Road where the Chick-fil-A is, and the TJ Maxx and Stein Mart and Peter Sushi. I'm
yes,
right by Peter Sushi. So
in
I'm
Brentwood Place.
very excited. Every time I go by the building, I'm like, oh God, please just find favor and bring customers like I did when I opened Gigi's.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the same thing, overwhelmed, scared, worried that people won't come, but I'm just going to build it and hopefully they'll come and it will be a good blessing for everyone
Well, that's
and
a
me.
great location.
It's an amazing location. It
Okay,
really is.
here's what I predict's gonna happen because you got Nordstrom Rack over there,
Right,
TJ Maxx. You're
right.
gonna feel guilty because you spent a little money, so you're gonna come by your place. You're like, "Oh, I gotta get a good meal for my family."
Right. That's right. That's right. You know that TJ Maxx is the third busiest in the country.
Really?
Yep, third busiest, and the Chick-fil-A is probably one of the top in the country, and the McAllister's that's right by Chick-fil-A, that
Uh,
is the second highest grossing McAllister's in the country. So I think
wow.
I'm in good company.
I think you've got good pillars beside you.
Right. We've got a lot of people that love to shop and love to get a bargain, no matter if you make $1 or $1,000. You come in, you want to shop, you want to be fed, you want nice, classy things, and you want a good pie.
Yeah. Well, let's talk quickly before we continue talking about pies. What was it like for that transition from cupcakes to close that chapter? Because,
Right.
like you said, you opened that in 2008, and now to look to 2020, which everybody was thinking was going to be such an incredible year. So far, it feels like an interesting year. I'm not sure how to describe it, but
Right. It's been an interesting year for everyone. I think 2020, people are like, yes, 2020 is going to be
yeah,
magical.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been something.
Can I get a refund?
Yes. Can we start over?
Yeah.
Oh, the hardest thing I've ever done is, and I think the hardest thing for anyone to do is to say goodbye and close a chapter in your life because we're so afraid to start something new. So even for me, even though I've done it so many times in my life, it still was very hard for me. And I had to look at it like, who am I? I was Gigi's Cupcakes. Who am I now? And so the realization is I'm still me. I still am loved by God. I still have worth, no matter even if this dream and this chapter of my life is closing. And I can always say, I built that. I created that. That was my first baby. But it was a really hard transition. And then with this whole COVID thing,
I
I
know.
closed the store. I'm grieving the store. I lost my lease. So it was time to move out or to just close that chapter. And here it is. We are the COVID. We're all scared to death. I'm like, well, God, okay, well, I'm just going to pivot and I'm going to be frightened and scared to death, but I'm going to go for it. So I decided to go for it again.
Yeah, I don't think I realized because, like you said, you were all about the cupcakes. We all knew you
Right,
for the cupcakes, that you enjoyed making pies and other things. I had no idea until this
right.
came about.
Right, right. Well, cupcakes was just something because it was the thing to do at that time. I'm like, I'm going to make a cupcake shop. I want to be the first person in Nashville to have cupcakes. And there were three big ones in the country. And I'm proud to say Gigi's is one of the top three still. But I've always loved pies. I mean, pies are my true love. And that's what I first learned to bake when I was 5. So I love it all. I love to bake. I still love the cupcakes. I still dream about the swirl
The
and what
swirl, you are known for that swirl.
right. And I think I always will be because that's a good legacy to be
Yeah.
remembered by. But I
So,
hope they come to my new legacy.
yes. Yeah. Let's talk about the new legacy. Okay. What is going to be the legacy of this pie? What's going to be the signature? Is it going to be the crust? Because that can be tricky.
The
Or,
crust is the secret.
Okay.
And this crust is the secret. If you have a great crust, and I always say this, and people say, "Oh, you're being so trite," but it's baked with love, because my passion and my dreams and my hopes and everything that I want it to be is being baked into that cupcake, and now being baked into that pie. So there's love and there's the American dream inside that, and there's that passion. And so I think the key to the success of the pie shop is I'm bringing my passion. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing all I have.
Gigi's got her groove back.
I got my groove back, and I'm bringing it for the world to see. If they don't like it, they don't like it. But at least I tried. At
Yeah.
least I said, you know what? I've got the guts to do it, and I'm going to try. So I think when they come in, there's going to be a selection. We've got the chicken pot pie, the savory pies, the quiches. And I don't know which is my favorite. Maybe blackberry cobbler. I'll probably go down in history, but that's probably the best thing I've ever made. And the cherry crisp.
Oh.
And my blueberry fried pies are delish too.
Okay, you don't see fried pies
handheld.
anymore, like the small handheld ones. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're going to do a special handheld pie every day. And when peaches are in season, we're going to have a fresh handheld peach pie. And oh, they're so good.
Those are the best. My grandmother used to make those, but she would only make them on special occasions. And you knew when she made them that you had better get one because they were gone.
That's right. That's right. We would, in Oklahoma, my grandparents, we would go and forage for fruit. Like literally we'd go get peaches off the peach tree or apricots off the apricot trees by the Red River. And then we'd go camping and we'd cut up the peaches and the apricots, and we would literally, while we were camping, make these fried pies. And it just brings back so many memories, and people don't do it anymore. So that's going to be one of our specialties.
Those will be great. Oh man, I can already see those being a top seller because they're easy, they're small. You don't feel too guilty because they're like a whole pie.
And we're going to do a savory fried pie as well. So we'll do some beef fried pies sometimes and a chicken fried pie. And so it'll be delicious. You can come in and grab some lunch and a cup of coffee and a cup of tea and be on your way.
I love that. Well, if you guys have become interested, mentioned at the very beginning, let's tell everybody you're delivering food.
I'm delivering in all of
houses.
Franklin and Nashville and Brentwood right now. We deliver on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You could go on to my website, gigibutler.com, and look at my menu. And I'm also on Instagram, the official Gigi Butler, on all my socials. And you can look at the menu, pick something out, and we bake it fresh. Everything's made fresh that day. And we deliver to you Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Amazing. Well, it's so great to catch up with you and see you.
Thank you.
Talk about your new place. Maybe we can actually see each other in person and come by when you
know what? I would love to treat you to a pie and a cup of tea, and maybe we could do a Facebook Live there one day.
Let's do it.
That would be great.
We're going to do it when you open. We'll just have
wonderful.
We'll be chat with Gigi at the new place.
That'll be great. I would love it. Please, let's reach out and do that and plan it when it happens.
All right, we'll do it. Thanks, everybody. Go check it out. It sounds like you could do dinner. Oh, well, you could order tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Or today.
You can order today and tomorrow by 11 a.m. And then we will bring it to you by 4.
There you go.
Or we will have a drop-off. We do a drop-off site right in front of Whole Foods in their parking lot in Franklin. And so if you didn't want us to come to your home, you could come to the Franklin Whole Foods in the parking lot. We come with our gloves and our mask, and we put it right in your trunk.
Nice. I love it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thanks. All right.
Very nice to see you, and I can't wait to see you in person.
I know. It's been a while. We'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.